On the sixth day of Christmas, as the song goes, say, "Our true love gave to us 6 geese a laying." This one's after 5. Some of these examples get a little silly, and again, this is was designed as a children's rhyme, so silliness is kind of expected. Now, on the sixth day of Christmas, to give somebody 6 geese would be, uh, for most people, not really fond. Most people don't try to keep geese, but the idea again that these are all parables and they're representative of things. So, the sixth day of Christmas is actually representative of the 6 days of creation in the creation story. And to remember what these are, which I'll read quickly. Uh, the first day, God created the earth, um, and divided light from darkness. Those are kind of the basic things. So the first day was the start of creation of our world. Then day 2, God separated the water from the air. The third day, God created the land and plants. The fourth day, God created the stars and sun. Day 5, fish and birds were created. The sixth day, land, animals, and man were created. So, there was no, and the idea is at this point there was no death. That death did not happen until original sin. So, if you are a creationist, or if you are an evolutionist, or if you are an evolutionary creationist, or an intelligent designist, or any of the things in between, that you can still appreciate the creation story as a Christian, to know what it means. That, and I get it can mean a little bit different, the way you're going to. This isn't a video about that controversy, but the idea is that on the sixth day we're celebrating the creation itself, what God created, which was everything. So, I guess if you're a strict evolutionist and don't believe anything about Genesis, or have any sort of Christianity, then this isn't going to matter anyway, because none of these days particularly matter as far as what they represent. So, but if you're a Christian evolutionist and you have that sort of understanding, then you would still appreciate creation as a gift from God to us, which is what it means. God is our true love, or my true love. It's our true love, I think, if you're saying it in a more Christian sense and less of a rhyme, nursery rhyme sort of thing. So, God gave us creation, which, I mean, without creation, there's nothing else. So that's very important. The idea of geese, what that could mean, I mean, obviously geese laying eggs is the idea of creation itself as well. But again, as far as gift giving goes, I wouldn't suggest giving geese as a gift. What you could do on this day instead is give something that could give life. If you were to buy someone a pet for Christmas, this would be the day to do it. However, I can see how it's awkward to buy a pet and get it on an exact day, especially if you're buying it for your family and living with your family. You don't necessarily have a place to put it, but that is an idea that you can do. I would also say along the lines here, anything that can be developed and built upon, created, would be a great idea for a gift. You could buy, if you were somebody who was into video games, you could buy them a game like, well, actually, any sort of creation simulator would be great. Like a SimCity sort of game, or well, actually, I'll just leave it at that. There's tons of them, and I won't go into everything that you could possibly get. Plants, those are things that need to be created and nurtured. Ant farms, those sorts of things. So there's plenty that you could do in the realm of creation for the sixth day. And it's, and again, after the first five, some of these are the ideas for gifts may actually be more on the money, but they're still ideas that you can do. So, all right, this was the sixth day of Christmas, and tomorrow will be, of course, going on the next day, and the next day, but just keep that in mind, what that means, the creation story. To say that today is the day we celebrate that God gave us everything. And of course, that can encompass all of it, but to think about it specifically on this first day. What did God give me this first day? Or on this day? He gave us the first day. And He created this all with us in mind, corporately, or maybe even individually. There's always the idea that God gave us things as individuals, not just as the group. Although we should have group stewardship and individual stewardship too. So, God has given us everything we need. At least corporately. And He will individually too. Thank you.